Good morning, boys and girls. Happy Sabbath. Today for your children's story, I want to show you a miracle. Have you ever seen a miracle? Well, they're around us if you look. And I found one while I was working in my garden. Now there's a lot of interesting lessons we can learn when we work in the garden. So I'm going to show you something. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but what do I have in my hand here? Can you see that? This is a seed. It is a little pea seed. I actually have a couple of them here, all ready to be planted. Now what do you suppose happens when I plant this pea seed in the ground? One tiny little seed. From this one little seed will grow up a big plant. Let's see, this is one plant. And I just took this out of my garden today. One plant. Now, on this one plant, let's see how many more seeds we have. I have on one plant 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more seed pods. Do you think there's just one seed in each seed pod? Not at all. Let's find out. Let's open up this one. Let's see how many seeds are in this one. Wow, look at that. Can you count how many seeds there are in that seed pod? It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seeds in that one seed pod. And you can eat these peas, you can put them in stir fry. I'm actually drying some. Over here you can hear how dried out they are now to save to plant next year as more seeds. Isn't that neat? That's a miracle. From one seed, one little tiny seed, can come 5 more seed pods, and in each seed pod is another 6 seeds or so. Now, who can do the math? One seed, 5 more seed pods, 6 seeds in each seed pod. That's like 30 seeds from one little tiny seed. And each of those seed pods you can plant. And from each of those seeds, let's say we had 6 seeds here. If I planted these 6 seeds, I would get 6 plants, and each of those plants would have 30 seeds on it, from which you could get another 6 plants, or another 30 plants, and each of those plants, and you can see it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I think that's a miracle. And you know, there's a lesson in that. If we look in the Bible, there is a story about a man who went out and planted seeds. And from those seeds, it says, some fell on good ground, sprang up and yielded a crop 100-fold. That means 100 times more than what was planted. He who has ears, let him hear. And then a few verses down, it says, now the parable is this. The seed is the word of God. So each of these seeds kind of represents the gospel, the good news about Jesus, that he loves us and that he died for us. And you can share that good news that you know, that little tiny seed, with even just one person, one seed planted in the ground. And that person can go on to tell maybe 5 other people, or even 30 other people, and those 30 people will go on and tell even more people, and you just keep growing bigger and bigger and bigger. So remember that. All you need to do is tell maybe one person, and you never know how much good will come from that, how many people might choose to accept Jesus from that one time that you shared about him. So remember that next time you're out in the garden, or you're seeing some plants that have seeds on them. Remember the miracle of the seed.